Hi, thank you for staying for that quantum energy wellness radiation. Give me a moment to shut my door and I will be right back. Okay, you need to stop me. I had some visitors. I'm going to shut this off. So I had a really nice recording going, and I didn't want to, you know, stop it. I don't know if that cat wants to go out, so forgive me, but I'm going to be distracted. She keeps on being persistent. 1 second. If you want to go out, but don't keep doing this. So the cats like my attention, and they will be in this moment. I'm going to call them naughty. They're themselves, but they'll be naughty. Let's see if I turn on the light here. Okay. So I felt like we had some visitors in the room. I'm not sure which presences they were. They were really intense and large. Um, I'm going to say that as a good thing, being watched over. I don't know if they were Arcturian presences. They were very tall. Could have been from the dragon family as well. And maybe when you see this video, and if you don't keep your eyes closed the whole time, there was some presences or something in the room, and I'm going to dwell on that later. But yes, we had visitors. So this was pretty interesting. And my back is feeling cold, so I know that I had visitors while I was sending out that radiation. And so, hi, welcome to Wisdom Tea and Oracle Insights. The radiation was a quantum wellness about solutions and when things look bleak, maybe in your life or as you're looking outside into the kind of the chaos, chaos and divisions and distractions and what seems to be horrible topics and titles in the world. That can be overwhelming, that can be distracting and cause you to feel upset. It also may, if you don't have a television and don't watch any of these things, certainly in the air, you may feel some chaos going on or when you're in different places. Or at the same time, while you don't know what to call it, it may be bringing up movement in yourself, shadow self, and also insecurities, or even that you are in a place of such great growth and everything affects everything else. And so you're being asked to change. 1 moment, please. I'm sorry about this. This is another kitty. Yeah. So you're going to be good. Um, and so that's Ellen, and she likes to come and walk over everything, and she won't have time later to do that because I'm no, 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 go, because I'm going to be using this table, and she likes to call it her own and play with things. You stay there, and then we may have a visitor too, right here, furry. So the radiation, and I want to uh, speak specifically to what I wrote about it because I'm myself am going through something, and it's really about trust and being in that flow and knowing that the universe has your back. Um, Miracle action is present, and I'm going to read exactly what I wrote because it's better than what I think I want to say. So this was about this wellness transmission is for you, for me to be moved and soothed, and I myself must move from my situation. I don't have any big financial buffer at all, zero. So I'm starting over, truly starting over. So I really get a lot of you out there, and you may have some other dollars that seem low. I am starting all over, and I'm going to need to move and make that decision. That decision has been made for me. So that's okay. I'm all good with that. And maybe you are too. Maybe you're saying, okay, this is what I've got now. What's next? So surrender to the organic flow of ease and miracle action and the floodgates opening of wishes fulfilled, financial wishes, a great community, location, safety, and health. And all that is up for you. You can put your own spin and words to this. It may be about your relationship and you're starting over. It may be that you're both challenged and still working together and you're starting over in a way that's wanting to be, surrendering and accountable and open for miracles and open to watching for the signs of being soothed and uplifted, but also wise to what's next to do. So that all Abundant means in a forward flow, arrive speedily on time, and right resources ally up in support. And let this intention of energy fill you, support you, help you into a mode where ideas and solutions and answers of all areas of help are met, showing up and pointing and buffering the way to right action and a full life of good. Whatever is up next for you. And that was important for me to do because I hadn't been sending energy out for a while. And I really do call in and do mantras in the morning and this energy work in the morning. That's all within 15 minutes. Don't think I've spent longer than that really. And it could be anywhere from 12 to 17 minutes. It might be 8 to 17 minutes. In that, so that too, your inner work doesn't have to be an all day thing unless you have some time aside and you want to journal and you want to address you know the subject or subjects moving ahead. And that can be fun too, sitting in a coffee shop, or if you love your room where you're at and it's quiet and you're getting out a special book and pen and jotting down that which you love and that which you don't love, and then bridging the gap so that you can feel more of the good that you are and what's present for all of us. So that being said, I am drinking a chamomile tea with honey and lemon, and I'm being bothered one more time. Hopefully, guys are animal lovers. Okay, no more. Go out. Go out. 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 Over there. Out. 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 So I am going to, at some point, live in a place where I can keep a door open because there's no other TV down the hall um, blaring the mainstream media stuff. And that's part of what's happening. The cats are like little dogs, and they want to go in and out. They know how to open doors. They don't know how to shut doors. Or they want to come in and they really want to be with me. They're my family and they want to be in with all that's happening. That's exciting for them. But it does help me lose my train of thought. And I want to keep that going so we can have a good share. So anyway, blah blah blah. So this is a chamomile tea with honey and lemon. And for a while, a good week or so, I actually didn't have any teas, and I haven't had coffee for I think about 3 weeks now. I do like coffee, but I like coffee with cream and honey, and it becomes more like a milkshake. And I do want to say there's a difference. I feel a difference when I don't have the cream and the tea and the cream with the coffee. And no, I prefer it that way. But the chamomile tea, I do like lemon and the raw honey added to it. And it is soothing. And also with talking, it kind of helps. So forgive me my slurping, I'm also thirsty. Mm. Okay, now you may have seen the images that were pulled. I asked for cards that would help with this particular topic of the wisdom tea and solutions and such. So let's see. When things look bleak, and how we can really be with us. And I'm always about falling in love deeper with yourself, falling in like deeper with yourself, saying, okay, universe, I really need this. I really need this money, or I really need this job, or I really want a day of ease, or just great, good, easy people drawn to me. And during that time, and I'm reminding you as well as me, speak your gratitudes. Thank you that the car started. Thank you that I have a job. Thank you for my bed tonight. Thank you for my pillow, my blankets, my cats, my dog. Thank you for the food I ate. Thank you, what a nice night. Thank you for the wind. Thank you for the new place I'm going to. Thank you how easy it was to find. Thank you for the support along the way. Thank you for the buffer of dollars and travel and all those steps that take me on to my life of my dream, my next steps of my big adventure. Or it could be thank you for my X, Y, and Z and my new relationship, that our relationship is working out. Like, even in the evidence of it not, like, my relationship is working out. Better is better. Little by little, things are better and better. And I am shown clearer and clearer what to do. I know I'm bright. I know I'm capable. I know I got this. Everything works out, everything's an ebb and flow, and I am supported despite appearances. No matter what I hear on TV, no matter what I hear in gossip or drama, I know I can ultimately master not being affected by the effects of other people's complete radiation. That ultimately I can decide to remove myself, I can move on, I can step back, I can refrain from judgment and keep declaring what I wish, what I desire. So the cards that came up to start this journey, this conversation, were from Wild Woman Rising. And at first, I got Tell Your Story, which is a 43. So it's a leap of faith and things happening in threes, which I like have 3 months to move. And four is really, honoring your temple, honoring you. And then it equals a seven, which is prepare for your spiritual awakening. And of course, lucky seven, for example, seven wonders of the world. There's probably really more, but that's been always highlighted and encouraged since I was little. And then the spider, the storyteller, the weaver of the matrix, the weaver of life, the protector of stories. And it's like, so it says, tell your story. Everyone has a story. What stories have we been telling? Well, again, just briefly, on the regular TV, all stories are falling apart. And it's up to you to decide, are they still your story? Are they still your finger pointing? Are they still your justification? Are you still allowing yourself to really not question what's going on? And okay, you don't watch the television, don't see what they're saying, but your story, are they the new stories of your heart that you want to share with the world and show up as? Even if you're seemingly not there right now, you are tell a new story, even a little bit at a little bit to draw it in, because this is our new paradigm. This is our new us, that we are also storytellers, not only of this now, but the now of this new earth that we're in. You tell the story how you want to live. And I could give you an example of my story, which would be I have a great new home. I live in a great new tiny home or bungalow, plenty of light, a great community. I get to do my service work through card reading and energy work and art. I get to show up and be of service to people and fun and participate in having or being at potlucks, just hanging around with spiritual cinema, being out in nature, enjoying the trees and flowers and all the creatures, waking up, going on hikes, and just knowing that my brightness is not squelched by where I live. In fact, it's partnered in brightness. So you can also use that for where you would like to live, or with a partner, with your pets, with your current job or the job that you wish. You can do it with your money flow. You can do it with your body, because whatever your body is now, if it's ill health, it will pass. I spent a week in pain. I knew it would pass. It did. I wanted to pass it sooner than later. I spent some uncomfortable nights. I found some solutions. Those solutions were helping between energy work and um, the other some physical things that I was able to use and guided to that. First I was doing not as much correct things for me, and I was in so much discomfort and pain, quote unquote, that I could not even invite a positivity in mantras. I just had to breathe and know that it would pass. And then little by little, I was ready for the next step. And just like you, wanting new, important, great things and to feel soothed into these solutions, this radiation should help you absolutely feel soothed and calm and having an epiphany. I'm going to sit in front of this later to have also an epiphany, and just keep asking for that. But also, by us starting to ask and to declare and to command, we will have those answers. They may come as a hush, and they may come as signs in the air. They may come as a person. They may be that you've turned on the internet in that particular place or person. The very thing you're looking for is there or very close to, which will lead you to the next step. It's really about trusting that flow. And the other card that came up is, oh wow, it's another number seven. It's 16, number one, like straight as an arrow. The universe supports you. And 6, let go of negative energies. The cat is still scratching at the door. Um, one moment, I'm so sorry. You are really pains in the ass. Do you hear me, guys? My cats are like a pain in the ass. I don't want to invite that to really happen to my ass, but it's like they're fucking pain. You are going to stay over there, and you're not going to be a naughty girl because I don't want her over here. So this is the second card that came with this particular topic of tonight, and it's another number 7, and it is remember who you are. And this is amazing that I want to read you that particular what the author had to say about that, because you will enjoy that. I mean, I enjoyed it when I read it the first time. So you are made of stardust and moonlight, seashells and stories. Didn't we just have tell your story? Tell the story the way you like it to be. Each day, the world will try to drag your attention to its causes, like on mainstream media, or perhaps you have ladies or gentlemen at work that just point finger and talk in a circle about blah, 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 or maybe they talk about their spouses and their partners behind their back, and that's really probably not very attractive a lot of the times, or maybe they're in family drama, and it gets to be old after a while being in that type of arena. So it forces you to reconsider what's important. Look at there, deep in your core, and choose your priorities based on what you know is most true and most beautiful about your life. Hold your heart like the luminous star it is and proclaim. No, this is what's most important. When you prioritize your heart, dismissing whatever insults your soul, wild woman rises. So these are the cards that came up tonight about that radiation. And I was going to pick one more card just to kind of cap um, this message. I want to admit, when the beings came in and they were very different, at first I thought I saw one, and there may have been as many as 3. And I thought they were like dragon people, but in a different way, like real dragons. And then not. So I'm going to go back and look at this too. But I was a little bit like, whoa, that never happened before, to me. And also the room moved. Like I did not move the laptop, and my hands were steady, but something was shifting back and forth. And there's really my neighborhood is really rather dark, and prior, just those fairy lights were on. It was just very interesting, right? And the cats weren't really over here moving anything, so that they were either out or under the bed. So that was all really kind of funky and interesting. Sometimes I get orbs, little fairies flying by, or sometimes little tickles by my feet. But I got that tonight. So let's just see being soothed and a nice finishing message, which will come from this deck, which is Art to the Starstream Oracle. It's a very wise, and you can call it a religious deck. It's kind of a holy spiritual deck. It was done with that in mind by the author who created the cards and the paintings. Giving us a last message as we go, just to cap what's going on. Let us be left with something that will help us know. We have 2 more cards. Upside down. Oh. So briefly, or what has been going on. I have 2 cards. I don't know which one would have come first, actually. So remember to ask the right question and protect your sacred body temple. They were upside down, and me, when cards are upside down, it was just a temporary hiccup. That prior going into this questions about asking for solutions, we want to remind ourselves we may have been a little bit either hesitant or not knowing the right question or not being open to ask right questions. But the card is very virtuous. This is a protector of the Holy Grail. And oh my gosh, it's a 16. It's another 7. So far we've gotten 3 sevens. Okay, this the angels are really speaking to us. So I have to look up those numbers for us. Um, Prepare for your spiritual awakening. Like prepare is now is the time. Get ready. This is all coming. This is your spiritual ascension. This is your spiritual. Your path is really important. You're important. Let me get out my numbers book. So it's good fortune, good luck, synchronistic events on your side. Be open to the realm of divine wisdom watching over you and out for you. Your divine helpers are watching over you, assisting you, wanting you to know they were here tonight, wanting you to know to let them in and more often talk to them, call them in, command them in, ask them their questions, point. I'm going to fix my chair. Point the way, show me clearly so I understand. Talk to me clearly so I understand. Is it left or right? Is it straight? Does it matter? What town? What person? What job? Give me a clue and clarity. Give me the name. Give me a sign so clear I can understand and I cannot mistake it. I can't turn it into anything else. Excuse me. It will be the sign. So be your power. And then the other, again, this is upside down just briefly. So it means there was a problem with being honorable, whether it was me or you, being honorable to what we needed to do more for ourselves, either taking a little bit better care, protection for our body. In fact, it says, protect your sacred body temple. It is about, and look at all this wonderful expression. This is more about your third eye vision. This is more about speaking up. This is more about absolute ascension. It almost looks like spaceship is up at the top, right? Coming to the water. So, and there's a lot of heart energy in that. This is very grounding energy. Remember to ask the right question. It comes from that root place, that solid place, a foundation place, which almost would seem like logic, but you've got the heart blend here. You've got the esoteric blend here, uplifting you because you are spirit. So it is a number 10, which is one straight as an arrow, universe. Getting you, letting go of old energies, the power within, a great start to new beginnings, individual self-discovery, and straight like an arrow, strong and assertive. Um, and I would say the universe has your back, but at the same time, it's number 10. It's new beginnings, and it's a number 1. You got to put number 1 first, not in a selfish way, just in a way, because you must protect your sacred body temple. You must do things for you. It's not selfish to do things for you. It's not selfish to be aware of your surroundings and say, what will bring me joy today? It is not selfish for you to say to your boss, no, I can't work that day. It is not selfish to even walk off a job. It is not selfish to eat this part of the sandwich that you like. And if you want to cut it in half because you can't, the whole thing, you give the side away that you really don't want. Whether it's the larger one, the smaller one, you don't have to eat the whole thing, or you can take the smaller one, or you can take the bigger one. You don't have, it's not about you being selfish. It's about you being self-fulfilling in your joy and in your love and falling in love with yourself, and yet being open, because being open to embrace, you'll have so much care and goodness for yourself. It is easy and appropriate and fun to then be giving and open and easy with others. Doesn't mean they get to walk on you. And sometimes we have perceptions where we think that they're walking on us too. So we have to ask the right questions. And that would be better than reacting, so that our response can be then in humor and onto what our heart, what our protection, what our voice really wants to command in. Because we are, we are telling our story. We are voicing ourselves. We are speaking up, and we were remembering who we are, and we will ask the right questions. So it's funny, there were two cards that were number 16 for 7, and then another 43 that was for 7. Let's just see what Google says about number 77 and 777. See if I can get them to talk to me. What does angel number 77 symbolize? Tell me what angel number 77 symbolizes. It's not going to do that. Let's see. So, what's the significance of number 77? It's based on the English alphabet. 77 is associated with Jesus Christ. And let's see. It looks like Oz is another name for 77. Let's see. If you're being asked wholeheartedly to show yourself the compassion and love you deserve, is number 77. It's also a good sign of a sign of good luck in love. Let's just see. What does number 777 mean symbolically?
According to USA Today, peace of mind and contentment are two positives associated with the angel number 777, said Summers. It also has an intuitive energy. The number is associated with spirituality, more related to getting in touch with your inner self, to raise your own consciousness about what you want and need on your journey.
There we go. So let the radiation tonight that you felt, try it out again. You can't overdose on it. It only can be helpful. And let it go through you, to you, in you, around you. Let it permeate. That this radiation was done in goodness and gladness and cheer for you to be soothed and for the floodgates of your miracles of your next step to happen easily, and that all manner of allyship flow to you abundantly. So I'll leave it at that. All right, thank you. Thanks for putting up with the cats and the little Google notification noise. I appreciate you, and you are powered by the stars. Have a great night.